ahead and get started. All right, so our warm-up is built into this routine, so we're gonna start off nice and light with just a simple march in place. So you are going just as slow or as fast as you need to, bringing your knees up as high or as low as you can. So the most important thing that I want you to know about this routine is that it's meant for beginners, but all of us have a different starting place. Some of us that can lift enormous amounts of weight can't touch our toes, and vice versa. So there's so many different kinds of fitness, and all of our starting places are different. So the thing you need to remember is just to respect your own starting place, listen to your body, and continually keep moving. So if you come across something that you feel uncomfortable with, just start marching in place, just keep moving until you come into an exercise where you feel comfortable to jump back in. Just make sure that you're constantly challenging yourself, constantly making sure that you're moving with as much depth and range of motion as you can and as quickly as you can while keeping that form clean. So next up, we're going to be doing a butt kicker row. So equally light here. But this time, we're going to be pulling towards our chest, squeezing those shoulder blades together and bringing your foot up to kick yourself in the butt. So you can pick up the pace here if you like. Just getting our muscles warmed up. So like I said, don't be afraid to modify and don't judge yourself. You are moving and that is what counts. So make sure that you're not holding your breath at any point through this whole routine. Focus on pulling your belly button in towards your core, keeping your muscles nice and tight, keeping good posture. Right, under 10 seconds left here. So some of these moves also require a little coordination. So if you feel awkward, don't feel bad. That is part of the point. We're teaching our bodies to move while we're boosting our endurance here. So next up, we're doing a twist plus a reach plus a knee up raise. So it's worse than it sounds. So start in the front. You're opening up, stretch a little bit. When you come here, go overhead and knee up. So if you don't have very good balance, just do what you can. You can just do a little knee up, or you can cut it all together if you have to. So this is part stretch, part cardio here. To be honest, this is the kind of workout that I love to do in front of the TV because it's nice and light, and if I sit for too long, my whole body just starts to ache. So if I'm kind of doing a little bit of a TV binge, because it happens around here, then I like to get up and move a little bit so I don't start to get too stiff and achy. All right, next up we have arm swing steps. So we're going to be going just stepping out from this center position. And we'll be pushing our arms open at a different incremental place for each step. So starting here, step to the other side. So if you notice, my hands are going up a little bit further each time. So it actually feels really good. It feels really good on stiff muscles. Then you're going back down. So like I said, just incrementally. It doesn't have to look like what I'm doing. Do it your own way. If you want to step up the challenge, you can start moving faster. You can also start making this a little bit of a squat. It's all up to you. About 10 seconds left. All right, so our next exercise is going to be a lateral pull down plus a reverse step. So even during these active periods, keep your feet moving, at least a march in place. So a lateral pull down plus a reverse step. So you're coming here, pull back, down in towards yourself. As you switch, alternate those feet out behind you. So it can be as simple as a step, I'm just stepping behind myself. Or if you want to make it harder, you can start to go lower. You can go to a full lunge if you like. Just do what you need to challenge yourself. If you're going all the way down into that lunge, make sure that you're keeping your body right between those 2 feet. Your back nice and flat, head up. Just do what you need to. This arm movement, squeeze those arms. You can work this yourself and tag in the stick work here. You really get a pretty good muscle burn without any weights at all. All right, next up we have a bow and arrow twist. So remember, keep your feet moving here. So we're gonna be starting feet about shoulder width apart. Coming up across, lean away from yourself. Come back, open up your chest, lean to the other side and pull back again. So if you want to make this harder, you can start to really reach and then lean away from yourself. So you get a little bit of sneak in a side lunge there. These are the kinds of moves that feel really good after sitting at a desk all day. Keep it going. Under 10 seconds left. All right, so next up we have 2 high knee pulls plus a kick. So take a nice deep breath here. And here we go. So we're going knee, knee, and on that third one, it's a kick. So 1, 2, 3. So you should be kicking on a different leg each time. So again, if your range of motion is different from mine, don't feel bad, just do what you can. If it's better than mine, good for you. Just make sure you're pushing yourself. Keep your core nice and tight. If you need to hold on to something for balance, you can do that. Seconds left. Make sure you're not holding your breath. And make each of these motions strong. You don't want to be just flailing around. Make it count. All right, next up we have 2 side jacks plus reverse lift. So 5 seconds rest left. Here we go. So jumping jacks minus the jump, and then back and back. Do this from the side, lift, and lift. And again, if you need something to hold on to for balance, be my guest. You can hold on right here or tap the wall if you need to. Again, if you want to make this harder, you can start to bend your knees more. So you start to make this a squat where you're just stepping out, lift, and lift. Really squeeze those glutes as you lift that leg behind yourself. Feel that in your butt and your thighs and your lower back. It'll be a small range of motion, so just make sure you're squeezing. All right, so those are down. So we have just 2 more exercises until we get a quick water break. So keep going if you can. So next up we're doing a walk down plus a knee down. So come here, bend your knees if you need to put your hands on the ground. You're gonna walk yourself out. Once you're in a full push-up, bend your knees and pop back up. So if this is too difficult, like I said, you can bend your knees right here. Otherwise, if the whole thing, if your wrists hurt, if you really just need a different starting place, feel free to just come here, do a half raise, and then touch your toes. Focusing on keeping a nice flat back as you come down. Move at whatever paces you need to. Rise, walk down, squeeze that core. 10 seconds left. Just one more exercise and we get a quick break. So this time we're going to be stepping out to the side, come up for a knee, and then back out to the side. So coming here, knee, out, and back. So here, knee, out, and back. You can even turn it into a lunge if you want. It's all up to you. Keep it up, halfway done. Even keep it no bend at all if you like, no deep range of motion at all. If you, wherever your starting place is, you have to respect it. 5 seconds left. All right, so we have earned ourselves a quick water break. Whatever you do, don't sit down. Don't drink too much water. Save the heavy drinking for when you're done with your workout, and we'll be right back.
Grammarly can help you write quickly and confidently, so you never have to slow down at work. Instant corrections make your writing mistake-free, while keeping it short, sweet, and fitting in tone. Join more than
Alright guys, we are already halfway done with this routine and we are starting back in with a basic squat plus a side leg lift. So again, you're using coordination, you're using balance, and you're working total control over your body. So you're doing a squat, come up and lift to the side. So for your squat, you're sinking down, starting this motion in your hips, sink down, squeeze your glutes, come back up, and then lift out the other side. If you need to, you can keep it really shallow. So the point is, you don't want your knees wobbling, you don't want to be rounding your back or your shoulders, you want to keep everything nice and flat. So if you can only go this deep, that's totally fine. And as you get more and more comfortable, start to go lower and lower. Again, you can hold on to something if you need help with balance here for this leg lift. Otherwise, do the best that you can. Pulling your core, keep your eyesight up so that you don't start to round your shoulders. You want to be looking up the whole time. Alright, so next up we have a forward step plus a press, and this is another one you can easily make more or less difficult. So we went reverse this last time, so we're working a different plane of motion. We're pushing forward and then pull back. Push forward, pretend like you're pushing a wall, and pull back. So if you want to make it harder, you can start to go deeper. So sink deeper and deeper as you get more comfortable, as long as that form is staying clean. Remember to just do what you can to push yourself. So a lot of these motions, even when you're just doing the easy version, you are working on building a base for harder exercises. So those really fun HIIT workouts, and strength training workouts, this is how you build yourself up to be able to do those things safely. So you cannot underestimate the importance of beginner workouts like this. All right, next up we're doing a side lunge slides plus a calf raise, if I can talk here. So you're gonna bend your knees slightly, tapping to the side, come back in, and go up for a calf raise. Back down, bend your knees slightly, tap to the side, and come up for that calf raise. So just like with all the other exercises, you can go deeper if you like, and make it a lot harder. Keep your back nice and flat. Otherwise, it's fine to just bend your knees slightly. You should still feel it. Engage your glutes, your thighs. Keep everything nice and tight. It's about 10 seconds left. You can pick up the pace if you like. It depends on what kind of challenge you're looking for. All right, so next up we have a marching jack plus a touchdown. So this is another one that requires a little bit of coordination. So we're going to be moving our arms up in a windmill. You're marching. And then on the way back down, keep your back flat, touch your toes, come back up, start again. So again, you're just kind of building that mindfulness of keeping your posture good, building that range of motion so you can do harder workouts